Nope, it's been slow and painful. There it goes. Alright. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Ah, Christ on a crack. There we go. Yes, Zagiri, that was a gift for you. That was not a wrong button. That was me just being like, you know, there's about to be a bunch of ad nonsense happening, and I don't want Zagirii to have to suffer for that. And while I'm here, I might as well do 3 months. So, hi Zagirii, how you doing, darling? You're very welcome, darling. Like I said, ads on Twitch have been stupid lately, so I don't want you to have to suffer through them. But hello everybody, my name is Lunatic Vixen, and welcome back to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. What was I doing? I was doing something. Okay, so, but hello, yes, hi guys. Doing great, yeah, double ads as the stream starting. I know, yeah, exactly, like, the ads are getting ridiculous. Because normally when I start the stream, I try and immediately hit the run an ad to try and, like, get an ad out before anybody shows up. Because if you run an ad, you get a certain number of ad-free minutes for people to come in. So it's like, as soon as I start the stream, I usually, like, try and run an ad real quick. Because I figure, okay, nobody's here just yet. I can just run the ad and, like, people will be fine. For, like, the first few people that come in can avoid the ad. But then sometimes it just doesn't work. And it's like, oh, you were going to run double ads then at the beginning of your stream. I'm like, no, that's not the intention, Twitch. Twitch, that was not the intention. Like, god damn it. Like, it's about to start another ad here in a minute. I'm like, we just ran. We don't need more ads. The stream is starting. People are coming in. Calm your damn tits. Which is why I try my very hardest to, like, run ads on breaks and whatever to try and, like, minimize that as much as possible. Because it's annoying as hell. And I have ads set to, like, the lowest possible. Because, I mean, you can't really get away with not having ads at this point. But I try and make them as, like, minimally invasive as possible. Because I think it's garbage. I'm of the opinion that it's like, you should get an ad when you come in. And that's it. None of this, like, midstream ad bullshit. That does not... Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting about ads, and we're gonna actually, like, play the game. Okay, so we have our new, Vaquero friend here. Oh, this is a new person down here. Whomst are you? Yes, we've had ads, but what about second ads? Brunch, 11sies. Exactly! That is how Twitch sees this shit nowadays, and it's fucking horse shit. Here we go. Okay. So I can grab these stories here and then head down to whatever city's down here. I can't make out what city that is, but we'll do that. We'll grab these little 3 stories around here. We'll go down south, meet this person. Oh, right. I'm dying for some reason. Why do I have half health? Raisins, I assume. And now we have cool Western music. And country music. White Rider. Okay. Can I have... Ooh, I would like a chili relleno. I don't think I said that right, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Do I want to try... I can try and panhandle. That's pretty safe. So instead of grocery man, mom's gonna come out and kick her ass. Okay, I'll leave. You see a towering woman in a bloodstained butcher's apron. Yep, no, that was the correct choice there. Well, it was worth a shot. Okay, I saw... There we go. Come over here. This is a cool song, so we're not gonna whistle through it. What are you? Okay.
There's a rustling in this cactus patch.
I menace.
Down where the spiny paddles disappear into the sand, something is writhing around.
Oh, it's a person.
At first, you think it's an antelope, perhaps, fallen among the thorns.
Look closer.
Oh, fuck. That shrunken human skull whips around to stare at you. And those hands, God, like talons. They scrabble in the dirt.
Ah!
Before you know it, you're flat on your ass 20 feet away. The nude, withered corpse continues peeling himself out of his shallow grave.
Help me,
He shouts.
damn cactus grew on my coffin.
Alright. So glad I was able to catch a stream. Had half shift today, so I'm back in time. Nice. It was my last day volunteering at the shop today, though. Well, that's lovely. I know, right? So, like, are you done volunteering at the shop, like, permanently? Or are you just taking, or you're just, like, on a little vacation type thing? So, because I feel like you've been volunteering there for a decent while by now. Sure, let's help the
His
dude.
fingers are so slight and delicate that you can scarcely believe your tugging doesn't rip them clear off. Soon he's free, but too fragile to stand.
Fuck this.
He rasps. He buries his head in his hands, his skull hitting his palms with a papery slap.
What happened, I guess?
I've been cursed 2 times. Once to live forever, but the second time to die. How'd you think the 2 magics fought it out, huh? I'm dead for sure, and certainly alive.
Yeah.
His
Hey,
tongue
Butters.
scrapes along his
come
teeth
say hi?
like a dried thorn.
What will you do, I guess?
Keep trying to kill myself? Tried getting shot.
He points to the ragged constellation of holes in the side of his head.
Paid someone to chop my head off, but he chickened out. Maybe I can grind myself up and I'll just be some kind of thinking dust? Yeah, wouldn't mind that.
I know this is like a horrible story, but this is the fun. I don't think I've ever managed to get both of them on stream at once, and this is entertaining me greatly how both of them are just chilling and accepting this. If I keep doing this, though, they will start fighting, but it's just really funny to me. Mwah. Let her speak. Actually, come here. I'm gonna come over here real quick, just because, again, this is funny. Hi, guys. Hello, girls. So I don't think we've ever got both of you on camera at once, and you're both very unhappy about it. Well, Butters is purring, actually. Cinnamon's not happy, though. Yeah. You're no longer the only one up here. And so it's you know, it's offensive, and don't fight. Be nice. Oh, are we gonna be sweet? Can we be sweet? Maybe. Maybe we can be sweet. Maybe we can have both for just a tiny bit. You're not on camera, making it difficult. Be nice, you two. Both cats in frame. I know! Hi, Rhea. It's shocking. Don't fight. I know, I keep telling us, like, don't play. Please don't fight. Yeah, we're gonna see if they'll chill for a minute. It will not last. But so cute, yes. But yeah. Like I said, normally well, I mean, like, if I'm in my recliner, they'll sit kind of like this. But not in my office chair. They're too close in my office chair, so. Alright. Okay, so back to this horrible story that we're currently hearing. And I will stop being distracted by the fact that my cats exist. Maybe I can grind myself up and just be dust. Wouldn't mind that. Good luck?
Thanks.
He shrugs, an uneven jerk, ending with a crack as the tight skin along his shoulder splits.
Say, how far to the nearest combine harvester? Think I can get there if I roll up like a hoop snake and let the wind push me?
Stop volunteering because I'm moving to live with Mom. I've got a job, no start date yet. It's only 12 hours a week, which is less than I was volunteering, so I shouldn't have any problems. Hey, that sounds great. Congrats. Here's hoping I hope that goes well for you. Yeah. It's like, new job is exciting. It's gotta build up that resume, right? The juxtaposition of the lovely cats in this story in the background. I know, right? It's great. And Cinnamon already bailed. Nutmeg's still here, though. Nutmeg's right here. You just can't see her because she doesn't like being on camera as much. But yeah, Cinnamon bailed. Which is not who I thought was going to bail in this.
Damn. Well, take a hint from me, which is, don't fuck with a witch or any kind of anybody who does witch stuff.
You beat it toward the horizon, glad that you didn't have to compare curses with him.
I mean, I am cursed. I am currently cursed to be a skeleton. I just want to point that out. I was in fact cursed. I'm literally a skeleton. Like, that was the beginning of the game. feeling any better today? I'm doing a little tiny bit better. Ooh, actually, I want to see something. Can I get, like, the subtlest of Butter's purrs? Because she is... Can I get purrs? I don't think. Okay, maybe getting a little Butter purrs. Not much. Oh, maybe that came through. She's trying real hard for y'all. She does not purr nearly as loud as Cinnamon does. So I was trying to get a little bit of butter pearls for y'all. Okay. Sorry, it occurred to me that was a minute. She's very quiet, yeah. She's a very quiet girl. Quiet butter purrs. She's trying real hard. She's right here.
A Chevy sedan laden with suitcases chugs to a stop beside you. A woman leans out the window. An infant screaming, and two boys are punching each other in the back seat.
Could you drive us for a while? I gotta feed the baby, but we need to keep moving. I could pay you.
I mean, it won't be necessary to pay
You
me.
grip the wheel tight
Okay.
as sounds of chaos fill the car. The boys have begun to wrestle in earnest on the Chevy's bench.
Yorona!
Their mother hisses. Both boys straighten instantly. In the mirror, you see their stricken expressions. The only sound is the baby's soft suckling.
I want to ask him.
You direct the question to the boys in the back, but they don't make a sound. Their eyes are wide and frightened. Patting the infant on the back, their mother chuckles. The boys don't speak another word, even when you part ways down the road.
The children frightened of La Rona. Okay, so I need to go south from here, which is kind of the way that I'm going, but can I climb the mountains? I don't think I can. You know? Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess. Never mind. There is in fact a limitation to me being able to climb a mountain. Game is kind of quiet. Raise it back up a little bit. It looked a little loud earlier. The problem is that a lot of the songs vary wildly in volume. And then there's the voice acting, which is louder than all that too. Music reminds me a lot of Civ 4. I can see that. Want to make some cash, this woman asks. She's balancing a box of bread and lettuce on her head. You help her grill hot sandwiches in a tent at the edge of the county fair. The work is easy as hell. She pays you decent money too. Dope! Come on. Here's another interesting thing. A horse auction. What did I lose and or make? A well-dressed man waves you over. Making some big deals today, he brags, fingering a bill where you can see. Get me number 60. Get me when number 60 goes up, okay? You stand in the crowd and wait, then run back to fetch him. He pays you absurdly well for doing almost nothing at all. Oh, but no, okay, fine. That would have been helpful if I'd actually needed more money. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, kind of. I need to go a little southwest. I gotta get around the mountains, though. Monies! So I discussed this last time a little bit. We're gonna discuss it again real quick. I think what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna put a notice about this on the Discord. I think what we're gonna do for charity stream is probably do the 29th. Like, we're gonna squeak in at the very end of Pride Month. but just because of other stuff that I have going on, I think that's going to be probably the best day. And then I had a friend who suggested that I focus on, like, influential LGBT games. Which I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But it's like, I wanted to do, like, games that had, like, more famous games that had that. But when I started thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but, like, the majority of these games have, like, one character that's queer. Nope, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in! Please! Fine, screw it. I don't know why that doesn't work for me. But I had a friend who suggested I do, like, focus on influential ones, but, like, the majority of them, like, a good example is Ocarina of Time. I think you make a really fun argument that Sheik is a trans man, or some sort of gender fuckery going on with Sheik. Or at least that's how I like to interpret it. So that is an option. But the thing is, like, Sheik is only, like, a tiny part of the game, and is, like, there's this narrow window, and, like, you have to play so much of the game to get to that point. And there was a lot of instances like that, and I'm just like, I don't want to have to play a bunch of games just to, like, get to stuff. Yeah, the representation of popular games is pretty low. Sheik is definitely NBLEs. That's definitely an interpretation. Super Uncultured, I've never played any Zelda games. Oh no, Zygeria, you have made a grave mistake mentioning that in a chat with Rhea. But not important. But, like, so a lot of instances of that sort of thing where in order to get to the queer part of a section of a game, I would have had to play a lot of the game to get to that point, and I couldn't really justify it. But y'all, I have found out that you can play the first known LGBT game online. There's an LGBT game that was made back in, it's either 1988 or 1989, depending on who you talk to. There was a game that was explicitly made to be an LGBT game, and you can play it for free online. And it is a point-and-click mystery adventure. So, we're gonna do that. So, it's from the 80s. Like, how cool is that? So we're, like, it's as old as I am. I was born in 88.
Dirty suspenders.
Like, that's
waved you
just
over
cool to me.
a cave mouth.
Partner, do me a favor, friend. Can you, inspect that cave there? Got 2 bits with your name on them.
But yeah, so we're gonna do that game, which is apparently a short game, like it's only about like an hour-ish. And then we'll follow up with doing Tell Me Why Then. So we're gonna do this game for the rest of the Sundays. That was the important thing to get across. So that was what I wanted to talk about. We can continue this game. This game is fun.
The cave interior is nice and cool. There's a whole bear hide, treated and tanned, lying on the ground.
That's fine.
It'll be a good spot to rest for a time, if not for the human skeleton.
Check the bones.
Back of the skull has a hole about the size of a quarter. You find a slip of journal paper inside the mouth. Normal bones, which Floyd the respectable prospector ain't touched nor seen much, merely stumbled upon during honest business.
Sure thing, man. Sure thing. Eating lunch? Nom nom, nice. I need lunch. I will get lunch after stream, though.
The man jumps out of his suspenders when he notices your return.
Friend! Oh, gave me an awful scare. Making me think you got lost in there. Hey, you see those bones? How do you think that fella croaked?
Plenty of bears around.
The man cups your hands and screams in rapture.
My sly friend, you didn't tell me you're a detective. I'd have never deduced that in a million years. Lord in heaven, I'm blessed. Blessed!
After he pulls back, you feel something inside your hands.
Don't like that.
Oh, it's a shiny silver
I keep getting
coin.
so much money, and I'm full up
Great.
on money. Hell yeah. Alright, well. Since we're swimming in money, let's go into El Paso real quick. We'll do a root beer. Explore.
There's a wallet on the ground where the alley joins the street, stuffed with bills. You pick it up and glance around, spotting a man on his hands and knees in the alley.
Excuse me, I appear to have lost my glasses.
He sheepishly admits.
Look for his glasses.
They're on the ground just behind him. You snag him before he crushes them with an errant knee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
He scans the alley.
You, didn't find my wallet, too, did you?
Of course I'm going to give him the
His
wallet.
face lights up.
Oh, thank you.
He turns, then hesitates.
You know, I had a ticket to see the new movie at the plaza. Not in the mood after this. Please, take it. For your help.
Hey, go to the movies.
Your seat is plush and comfortable.
Hell yeah.
The crowd chats excitably around you. You settle in for the movie.
Good Shepherd.
The first few scenes play out fairly predictably. It appears to be a romantic comedy about golf.
Huh.
The crowd seems largely disinterested, their prior enthusiasm muted.
Thought that was a gravestone at first. I did too. I really did. I really thought it was a gravestone too, and I was like, what? Wait, is this supposed to be that one Adam Sandler movie? Is it making fun of that?
Abruptly, the scene shifts from the dancing and grand ceremony to a shot of a grubby alley. People start sitting up in their seats.
I'm concerned.
Takes you a second to realize
Oh.
you're looking at yourself. You stoop to pick up the wallet, then see the man. The crowd grows tense as you hand him his glasses.
Big Omar, probably? Maybe, yeah.
The audience cheers as you hand over the wallet.
Hey!
The applause spreads like a brush fire.
Glad I did the right
People
thing.
start leaping to their feet, turning to look at you. Their approbation continues for far longer than is comfortable.
Move on. Oh, the morality play at the Plaza Theater. Interesting. I have no idea what genre of story that was meant to be. That is one thing I've been really struggling with the more recent stories that I've gotten. I cannot tell you what vibe I'm supposed to get from them. Gotta try and earn money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Panhandle. No luck, everyone here's a tight-ass snob. Time to go, probably. Well, you know, fair. Okay, let's grab this. This is one of my old stories. This man can barely wait to get through the pleasantries before I ask you if you've heard this story. 110% true, he says. I heard from my nephew and happened to someone he knew well. Sure. Man launches into his tellings. It's polished. He's obviously done this many times before. He tells you a story of the vigilantes who hunt grave robbers across the Midwest. That's me! You recognize the bones of it from your experience of the grave robber at the Burial Mound. Burial Mound. It's been embellished in the interim, though. Afterwards, you thank the man and move onwards. You have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened, it's a good story. Yay! I kicked his ass. Damn straight. Good. That is a story I wanted to get out. 'Cause I want people to not grave rob.
The snake
Ooh,
flicks
hi,
its
snake.
tongue.
That's close enough.
It is coiled atop a carved stone marked with faded flecks of paint.
Snake. Yeah, he's a cute snake. Yeah, snake
The
butt
snake
stone.
laughs, its whole body convulsing.
It's very special. A good luck charm.
It tilts its head.
I'm supposed to guard it, but I'm hungry. If you bring me some meat, you may have it.
I'll give you some meat.
The heat has made a family of mice slow and easy to catch. You drop them before the snake, and it gulps them down without chewing. It slithers back, exposing the object.
Take it.
It hisses.
I won't bite. Trust me.
I'm not going to kill a snake.
You reach for the idol. The snake quivers as your hand gets close, but it stays put. It flicks its tongue.
Don't be disturbed by how it looks.
How does it look?
It'll bring you luck.
The snake slithers off into the long grass.
Inspect the stone.
It's an idol, about the size of your clenched fist. carved into the shape of a human head. It's an ugly thing. The side that was pressed into the dirt is a face contorted in grotesque agony. Could this really be a good luck charm?
Have a good lurk. I'ma keep it.
Good things sometimes
Yeah.
wear foul guises. Who are you to judge? You stow the idol, trying to ignore its unusual weight.
Alright. Idol guarded by a talking snake. Alright, let's meet our new friend. Rocio? Rokio. Hi, bud.
When was the last time you ever prayed?
Snake stone acquired, yep.
For me, it feels like a lifetime. My hands, I never thought I'd see my hands so worn, rough and yellow from the calluses. There's a sting like fiery needles like surging through my fingers. When my hands meet, the pain grows hotter and meaner. And my arm muscles contract as if they wish to rip through the skin.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
And yet, when these hands are picking fruit from the ground, the pain cruelly leaves.
Interesting.
Un dolor y 20 centavos. $1.20 y the absence of a prayer. I never thought I'd see myself like this. Maybe you have a good, hopeful story to tell?
Oh, no hopeful story. Oh, I'm bad at those. I can't remember this. I don't think this one was hopeful. Because it ended with him revealing that his birds were dead. Oh, this better be a good one. Yeah, that was a good story.
What a good story.
Yay.
I will remember it for a while. I know. Family. There's my mother, my aunts and uncles from her family. Oh, I miss them dearly. Especially the cookouts, the few my father let us attend. I learned to dance from my cousins, so young and filled with energía. I miss them all dearly.
Aw.
Please share a story of hope with me.
Oh, darling, I don't got many hopes. Cops. Giant rooster. I haven't told this one in a minute. This one's hopeful.
What a wonderful story. We
Oh,
need
there we go.
stories like this to give us strength.
Wow, that one
for
popped open real good.
future. There's a stir amongst the workers going on for years now. Whatever it is, I don't know if it'll work. And if it doesn't, well, just another day for picking grapes.
That's
Maybe
fair.
you have a good, hopeful story to tell?
No, we are not telling you no more hopeful stories. Now I'm just telling you whatever I want. We're not good at this whole optimism thing, sorry, right? Exactly. So I need to I want to tell some stories that I haven't told yet, I don't think. Oh, this one I think is a good one that I don't think I've told. That one was
Oh,
distressing.
Do not make up stories to only make me cry. They must be true too.
that was not
My
real.
choices. I used to think that I choose to do what's best for me and my family, but in truth, there was no choice.
That's a mood.
When you're at your worst, there's nothing to decide, no fairness, no balance.
Yeah.
You just wish and pray that wherever you go, you'll be able to keep moving. And my body can't take another step. Please share a story of hope with me.
Nope. Yeah, no, that's one thing that, like, unironically, one of my coworkers has this thing that he's like, humans can't really be, like, taken advantage of in a lot of ways. Like, his whole thing about, like, oh, you know, workers can't be exploited because, like, oh, well, they're choosing to work there. Buddy, let me tell you. Tell me you've never, like, had a shitty job without telling me you never had a shitty job. It's a good one. Soviet anthem intensifies,
That
exactly.
is too frightening.
Oh, that was a
Do
scary-
not tell me that one again.
She didn't care for that.
Heaven. When I held my child for the first time in my arms, I wept.
No.
I wept that Dios blessed me with such a beautiful creation. I wept because he was born from a broken one. Please share a story of hope with me.
Nope, sorry. What was the basket of kittens? Is that a nice one? I forget which one that one is.
And that one is a joke?
Oh,
to
it's a
you?
funny one.
I do not
Interesting.
understand. Joy, mi hijo, my son, or at least my memory of him, keeps me going. I forget how long it's been. I wonder sometimes at what age does one start forgetting and stop forgiving.
Oof.
I hope when I see him again, he will understand. I hope.
Yeah, I think our son's dead.
Here
That
is
sucks.
the sun. I must get ready to walk again. I'm going this way. New fields, new work.
Alright. Good for you. Good luck.
Besides, you must be tired of listening to me. I'm already talking like una anciana, an old woman at the edge of her deathbed. What about you? How do you make sense of your life?
That's a great question, let me tell you. The migrant worker met Rocio. Rocio? Rocio. I'm gonna guess Rocio. New story. Gossiping for a while about the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes a different tack. You look like someone who likes a good story, he wheezes. Try this one on for size. I'm listening. After loudly and repeatedly clearing his throat, he tells you the story of the mink and his family that saved a man's life with their food. +2. Sounds a lot like the story of the mink who invited a savior to join his family +2, but with some parts changed and other parts added. I'm guessing that's a bit of a coding error. When he grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale, you give him the effusive praise that he's apparently expecting. You have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened, it's a good story. Aww. Saved a man's life with their food. I mean, did they save me? Okay, let's figure out where we want to go from here. Oh, we could keep going west. Oh, that's that lady. I like her. She's fun. We could go west. We could just, like, follow this all the way down. And then hit this over here and just kind of... We can just kind of sweep our way up the west coast. Sounds like might not be a bad... Actually, yeah, that looks like a really solid plan. So we can hit quite a few more characters if we just grab all this stuff up as we go. 'Cause what are we at? We're at 96 of 237, Jesus. Let's see if there's any of them that I've gotten lots of. Let's switch this out. That. I want to. Oh, I hate that. I hate that I can't just back out. That one's a good one. I like that that's a good hopeful one. It's like because like I said, those are so hard to find. This one was also a hopeful one. So let's switch out that. Huh. Yeah, okay, so interesting. There's something I'm noticing. Because... I'm noticing a pattern in whether or not they mention the location of the thing. Like, they gave me the Southeast, Omaha. But some of the ones that have, like, expanded, they no longer say the town anymore. Like, see, Mobile, Birmingham, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cedar Rapids. It's interesting. See, that's one that's expanded, but it doesn't have the thing anymore. Huh. Interesting. So, just something to keep, because they talk a lot about in the tutorial about like, oh, you know, about keeping in mind the location of stories. It is so hard to, because I have to hold down Q in order to hitchhike. And we just follow this down and around.
Cuando me llama, llegue hasta abajo, ya mi tren se acabe.
Yes, yes. Yay! I just slammed buttons and called it good. Yum. Let's see how far these guys take me. Because I am not in control at this point. It is literally however long these guys let me hitchhike. It might take me past that, and that might be a little annoying. But, oh well. Oh, dope. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. That worked out great. Zoom time. A little bit of zooms.
The steady spin of the lasso is hypnotic.
Help me out here,
Says the man.
I've been hunting this horse a long time. Extra pair of hands to make sure she doesn't get the better of me. She belonged to someone who wronged me. Butch slipped out of this world before I could square things between us, but damn did he love this horse.
He grins.
If she bucks real hard, haul on the rope. Buy me some time.
What are you gonna do with her?
He's dead. His old crew, though, they're still around. They'll bust a gasket when they see me ride in on his horse.
His hand hovers over the handle of his knife.
And then,
He grins.
let's get this done.
No!
He ignores you or doesn't hear. The lasso loops around the horse's neck on the first throw. The rope's in your hands before you realize he's put it there.
Huh?
He slips smoothly onto her back and grips with his knees. She fights, though, bucking hard enough to jar him loose.
But,
He
whoops!
slips, tumbling into the dirt, and narrowly avoids being trampled under her heels. The man rolls to his feet, pulling the knife.
Fucking hell! You stupid or just got a death wish?
Yep. Move on. Get wrecked, man.
Was that I heard a thunder sound come rising up behind.
Listen to this, Blitz, a boy loitering outside this grocery store. He works his way through a long and strange story about the woman cursed to forget the faces of her children. There, he says, what do you think? Wait a minute. Holy shit, you know this story. It's the story of the woman who had forgotten her family, but wildly altered. For a couple moments, you're too surprised to respond. Seriously, the boy insists. What do you think about that one? Great story. He smiles sheepishly. Thanks, he says. I heard it from my brother. Why, Rider? Oh, that's right. That's why I have my camera over here. So, guys, I'm trying to remember where it goes.
Come to claim me for I had my time.
There we go.
Beside this lonely campfire, a familiar, magnificent black horse rears at your presence. A familiar old Stetson-hatted
Hey!
cowboy calms him.
Pico, spill!
Easy, boy, Bill says. He turns his attention to you. Sorry, he startles around strangers. I guess he's like me. You want to give him an apple?
Sure.
The horse snorts as you approach. Easy, easy, Bill says again, his voice low and soothing. The horse eyes you warily, but lowers its head to your palm and begins to eat.
Ironic, the music playing while
cowboy
this is happening.
nods as he lifts a tin pot from the flames.
You want a cup of coffee, stranger?
Sure.
Don't get company much, but I try to be hospitable. West's
Hey,
changed.
Civ.
Folks still need each other. The rattlesnake unwinds from his neck and slithers down his arm. Oh, don't worry, he won't bite.
Heh.
There's no animal I can't tame. People, though. He trails off, stares into the fire.
Move on. Eee. Alright, let's change out my stories a little bit. Because... well... yeah, let's change this one out. Hi, looking Rhea. How is the Penguin Army? Much used. Aw. But hi, Seth. How you doing, darling? I hope you're doing at least somewhat okay. Why can't I? Hey, why can't I scroll? There we go. Oh, we're about to see Fidelinas. Don't have a penguin because I can't afford the subs anymore. Yeah, fair. It is rough. Isn't Twitch like raising their prices too? Isn't there that piece of the shit thing that's gonna be happening soon? I'll do that, I guess. Those are both Alabama. Each. Okay, let's see if I have any other. Let's change this one out. I'll do that one. That's a good, hopeful one. Deer cannot be touched. Both of those are kind of scary. I'm trying to do that one though. Trying to figure out. VW bus parked. I remember that. Yeah. Okay. Gree. I need to tell that story. That was a good one. To have a good one. I got lots of spooky ones. I don't remember anything about the rodeo. Because okay, my stomach is full of rebellion, but I've got tanks and fighter jets still. I feel that. I feel that very hard. I'll do that one maybe. That's a good. That was up by New York, so maybe that'll be far enough that I can get something out of it. Nope. Mink. Oh, we can tell that one maybe. Well, I think I told her that one already. I don't think I've told her this one. I'm trying to remember what all I've told her in particular, which is not an easy remembery. I'm pretty sure I told her about the Thunderbirds. Strange stones might be not a bad one. Someone told the Gus that they're like a second brain and now they get all uppity, right? Whippoorwill. Let's change out the whippoorwill. Because I remember this one's definitely a sad one. I think that one might be a scary one, so that might not be a bad one. I started being like, why are all these terrible? Oh, it's the tower. Duh. That's why. Devil of Leeds. Dead Boy in the Grain Silo. Do that one, maybe. That was the scary one. I thought this would be thrilling, but I guess not. That's a funny one. I don't think I've told her. I don't think I've told the... that's why. I was like, I'm surprised I haven't switched this one out more. That's why I don't have many of them. Thirsty cotton pickers. Alright, abandoned. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a funny one. That's a good funny one. I like that one. Okay. Need to tell that one. That's a good one. Alright, let's talk to our very lovely Curandera. By the Grace of God, Chapter 2.
Bienvenidos. Come,
Yay. I like her so much.
sit with me. Sit with una vieja curandera. It is safe conmigo. Few brujas would dare attack una curandera.
Definitely not this bruja, let me tell you. I'm not gonna.
There are some of these witches, though they are strong enough to contend with una curandera. Or foolish enough to try. I work mainly with las curaciones por la gente, pero I have more than un poquito de práctica. With fending off the curses of las brujas. It is not for una curandera to take una vida. But I am not afraid to hobble las brujas.
Nice.
Do you have any frightening stories? Have you seen the work of las brujas on your travels?
Do I? Oh, do I? You want spooky story? I got you some spooky stories. Oh, I think this is a good one.
What a story. Mira,
Oh
mis
man, that didn't do nothing though.
They are shaking. Fate and luck? My daughter. It was seen she would have talent for la curación, but una bruja cursed her and the bird.
Oh, that sucks.
To break one would seal the other. La curandera who trained me. She helped me break the birding curse. But tell me, what is the most frightening thing you have seen on your travels?
Ah, she wants the spooky stuff this go around. Let's go. Let's do this one.
What a good story. Like what mi hermano used to tell me as a girl. Why I travel? I don't know who was. La bruja that cursed my daughter. But I felt when she came in my pueblo. And when she left.
Interesting. Her story is taking a turn I was not expecting.
Coward. But I will find her. I walk la tierra to find an apprentice. And to find la bruja that dare curse una curandera.
Interesting.
But tell me, what is the most frightening thing you have seen on?
You want spooky stuff? I got all the spooky stuff for you, darling. Oh, here we go.
What a good story.
Oh, we're trying to
Like
get there.
what
I don't think
mi
I'm gonna get her
hermano
all
used to
through this
tell me as
chapter.
a girl. Our wishes come true. Sometimes what we want is not what we need. In my darkest thoughts, lo admito, I hope to end la bruja that cursed el talento from my daughter. But that's not the way una curandera. Instead, I search for someone to pass on the art of la curación. Do you have any frightening stories?
Oh, I need a good one from like a while back. This could be a good one. Strangely clean. I'm trying to see if I've got like a really good. Problem with this one and this one is I'm not 100% certain that they're scary. This one, probably. That's a funny one. That's a funny one. Oh, I forgot. I still had this one. Here you go.
Oh, wow. What a
Ooh, almost.
story.
I don't think I...
Mira mis manos, ¿sabes? I have bitter memories. Long ago, I began teaching La Curación to a woman who had promised. But she left for the city, renounced las curaciones as witchcraft. No soy una bruja, niña estúpida. Oh, I want a good, exciting story tonight.
Okay, exciting story. Let's see what I got here. This one should be thrilling.
Ay, how brave.
Hey, I
Dios
think I got it.
protect you through these wild adventures. Freedom. When I heal, I give freedom to others. So my calling to be una curandera, it is all about freedom. There is una distinción muy importante between una bruja y una curandera. Both have the talent. A little different each, but it can be trained towards a way of life.
Interesting. It's an interesting way of looking at it.
Las brujas choose to hurt, and las curanderas choose to heal. Ay, estoy cansada. Very tired. Always I am alert for a woman with the talent of la curación. And una bruja intent on destruction. It is a hard life. So much responsibilidad. It wears on an old woman. The journey take me this way next.
Alright. That'll be a minute before we see her
Where
again.
will you go? I hope we will meet again.
Yeah.
There is more I would like to tell you about the life of La Curandera.
Hey, story growing the telling. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that that got bigger. Interesting. Okay. Chapter 3. Hey. Cool beans. What's this story? Policeman in the truck on this corner is having a pretty wild argument with someone on the other end of the radio. No, he keeps saying, no way. You listen in as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the 4 identical men born to 2 different mothers who confuse themselves amongst each other. Wait a minute. I swear this is what happened, the cop over the radio insists. That's when it clicks. You know the story. It's a stranger version of the story of the 2 men whom each mistook the other for his missing brother, but with some bits left out or replaced. Ain't true, the cop in the truck sighs. If only he knew. Hey! Like one of my few very funny stories. Alright, let's see here. So like straight west from here, there's some stuff. Okay, but we're gonna get into that. But first, we're gonna take a short break, so this is your chance to get up, stretch, get a drink of water, and we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. quick, just because I'm that kind of weirdo. Harvest Moon was like my favorite game series growing up, and like a week ago I ordered it. Last year, I think, was the 25th anniversary of the game, and they had, with the newest Harvest Moon game that came out, they had the potential for a little like 25 anniversary pack. That comes with this cow! That's so goddamn cute! Look at it! Little tail, little udders and everything. It's adorable. I love it. Also came with like a little charm and stuff. It's super cute. But sorry, I was so thrilled when I just got it in. It literally was like on my front porch. I was like, yes, cats. Like, also I'm really excited for the game, but like I was so excited about the cow. I was like, oh, I need to show people because I'm that weird. Oh, yeah, this much cow. It's adorable and it's very soft and it makes me happy. Alright, let's go for our walkies. Maybe we can hitchhike while we do so.
He's parked his car by the side of the road. A luxurious black thing, waxed so that it mirrors the stars in the sky overhead. The desert dust doesn't seem to stick to it. You find the driver, alone, retrieving something from the trunk.
What is he doing?
Well, what's it look like I'm doing?
Sure, man, yeah, real
He
obvious.
asks, as though it's obvious. He doesn't sound like the Okies driving on the road west. He has the cold tones of an educated New Englander. The pointed feet of a tripod dig into the coarse sand, hoisting his telescope heavenward.
You're far
You
from
could
home.
say that.
He says, idly turning a knurled brass dial on the side of the eyepiece.
Wasn't really home to me, you know.
How do you mean?
He searches for the right words, but his answer sounds like it isn't at all what he meant at first.
Too much light.
He says,
It's all the damn electric power. Can hardly see the stars anymore. Had to find a place where the night sky is clear.
I mean, fair. Where is my mouse? Why did my mouse explode? What is happening? Oh, there it is. I don't know why my mouse just vanished into the ether. Okay. We'll grab this story. Oh, we're almost in California. Let's go. I'm short on money a little bit. That's fine. Ooh, there's a big chunk of stuff across the way.
the railway was a fast route between two towns, but the oil which promised to make each town rich was never there. The track died fast. The citizens, like the bird, survive on pickings. The vulture gouges at a cow's jawbone, a piece of paper trapped under the skull.
Alright, read the note.
Your motion disturbs the bird, takes off with an air of disdain. The buffalo is long dead. There was no meat left. It lands again, not far across the track. The note tears as you pull it free. I can't wait longer. Ran out of food.
Night sky is horrible where I live. Having grown up in the middle of nowhere, I really miss the Milky Way. Oh, I think about that a lot, yeah. Because even when I was a kid, just the drastic change, because I don't live there very far from where I'm at, and I've gone back to visit. But, like, I remember as a kid camping in the backyard and just being able to look up. And we couldn't see the Milky Way, but we could at least see a lot of stars. like a lot of stars. Like I remember one of my friends like having a slumber party and her looking up going, I've never seen so many stars, this is amazing. And I was like, we can just stay out here and look at them then. And she was like, yeah, let's do that. And so we did, and it was just wild to her. And just the difference just in the time that I've been alive since then and how much worse it's gotten is soul crushing. And so yeah, I feel that. I feel that real hard.
Mary, I can't wait longer. Ran out of food, so had to hunt. I hate it. I said we'd leave for a new life, but not one like this. Guess you've changed your mind. If you still want to marry me, I'm going north. I love you.
Take the path
The
across
rider
track.
did not make it far.
Oof.
Some 200 yards across the track is a body on its back. It stinks. Marks in the dirt indicate someone tried to move it. Its arms are folded over its chest. A once white handkerchief has been used to cover the man's face.
My mouse exploded again.
The clothes at the front are bloody and torn where they've been pecked by birds. There's no obvious wound that hasn't been inflicted after death. When you roll it over with your foot, the killing blow is obvious. A shotgun blast to the back at short range.
Oof. Well then, did my cat eat the mouse? Possibly. Always a possibility with them. Okay. What's this little thing? Can I have money? I would like money. Hey, two musicians beckoned you over. Billy Split. Our show's in 5 minutes. You play the upright bass? You don't. Doesn't matter. Keep plucking this string. Look, we'll pay. You fake it for a couple songs, feeling like an idiot, but hey, you get paid. Cool. Sounds good to me. I think those are a little cluster of stories there. Yeah. Let's go snag these bad boys then. Check some real quick. Was it the sun that I was... No, this one's got plenty of options. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, like, what... Was it the devil one? No, it was the Emperor is the one that I'm short on. Okay. So if I see the option to try and get an Emperor too, I need to grab those. USA and Mexico. Oh, can't go that cross that though. Let's see. Yeah, no, that is where California ends. I was like, isn't the Iberian Peninsula? Is that the Iberian Peninsula? The little section down there? That's part of Mexico, but is it called? I don't. It's some sort of peninsula. I might be showing how dumb I am here now. It's all right. This kindly old man, sharing the shade under the bridge with you, tells a few rambling stories, some true-seeming, some conspicuously less so. All true, he assures you. There's history in this place going all the way back to Indian times. Strange stuff happens around here. Sure it is, he scoffs, and then as to prove himself right, he launches into a story about the spectral riders who hunt the ghosts of buffalo. In this one, you know, it's the story of the last-born buffalo, but wilder and stranger than you remember. See, then the old man last night pulling your leg, it's all true. Oh... Spectral riders hunt the ghosts of buffalo. Ooh. Iberian? I thought that was Spain, Portugal. Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know. Like I said, I might be showing how dumb I am currently. I don't remember what peninsula that is. The Butters.
The strains of ragtime rise from an almost tuned piano.
Hey, puppy.
At the bar, an older woman, dark-haired and striking, toys with her cigarette holder.
Hope you don't need lodging.
The bartender tells you as you sit.
The hotel's haunted.
At that, the woman chuckles.
You don't know, you're not dumb because you don't know geography from a different continent. Yeah, but like, I should know geography from my own continent. Hang on, I'm gonna look this up now. Hi, Butters, you're now in the way. I don't need your help, AI. Jesus. Is it the Baja Peninsula? The Baja Peninsula. That seems wrong. Hi, Butters. You're just being real cuddly today, wanting to be on stream. Okay. Okay. I guess it's the Baja, California? Alright. Weird. I don't like that. I don't know why that's upsetting me so much, but it really is. Alright. Okay. Whatevers. At least I hope not. I don't know any North or South American geography fair. Don't mute me. Nutmeg muted me. Cinnamon muted me like that yesterday, and I was so mad. We are being spoiled by Buttercat. You really are. Why did you laugh, madam?
It's an old story. Way they tell it, there was a lady living on the 5th floor. She liked to have a good time. Now, she had a boyfriend who didn't like that so much. Got jealous. One day, she disappeared. Can you guess what they found in her room?
What?
She grins at you.
No one. Just a pool of blood. And a note from the boyfriend saying she'd be sorry if she didn't listen to him. He got arrested. Couldn't prove anything without a body. But he stopped drinking after that. Maybe even stopped being mean. You think he did it?
Maybe.
She laughs.
I doubt it. But it scared him good. Some fool hotel maid thought she saw the lady in that room after. Now everyone says it's haunted.
She laughs.
I'll tell you a secret, though. If I'd have known what would happen, I wouldn't have gone back for that necklace.
Huh. Interesting. Woman who staged her own murder. That's a fun one. I like that. That's a fun one. You are just being so sweet.
Howdy!
The salty old driver grins, showing off his remaining teeth.
Ever seen a horse before?
Yep.
Liar! Else you'd have noticed that Scott here is a purebred spotted Appaloosa.
Appaloosa.
Very rare. Scotty's great-granddaddies came to this country with El Conquistadors. My family's kept that bloodline pure ever since.
Wipes away a tear.
So now what do you have to say about my horse?
I would say I also had an Appaloosa growing up, and the Appaloosa is still alive in Alaska. And they're not that special, but they're cool. They're not that special. They also don't do well in horse shows because nobody likes them in horse shows. A nice horse, man.
Heck of an understatement. Go on. Give Scotty a scratch behind his ears.
Sure. Buttercat, you are
Hesitantly,
being the
you
worst
brush
position.
the horse's mane. He promptly jerks around and bites you.
Oh, rude motherfucker.
The driver's incensed.
Where'd you learn how to caress a horse?
Ah. I got chewed on. Man who loves his very special horse. It sure is, man. Butters, you are big, very problem. There, come sit on this side. You can sit on this side without being in my way of me trying to click on stuff. There we go. You settle in right there. Nope, that's less with where. Okay, I can still make that work. Thank you, baby. Good
You
little loaf.
suddenly become
Hi,
conscious
sir.
of something heavy in the air.
Very cute, yes.
The light of the cigarette breaks the darkness. In its glow, you see the face. Something inside you wishes you hadn't. ¿Quieres esto? He rasps. Then, cigarette.
I'll take it.
You pluck the cigarette from his fingers, and suddenly, his whole body starts to dissolve.
Why would I eat the bone
You
meal?
watch him disintegrate, until all that remains of him is on the floor. A disquieting pile of, well, what would you call it? Bone meal?
Why are these my choices? Why are these my choices? Why are my choices not drop everything and run? This is the less awful, I think. I'm gonna be real honest. I want to eat the bone meal just to see what actually happens because, like, that is the most unhinged choice this game has given me so far. You know what? Fuck it, YOLO.
The bone meal carcass of the cigarette smoking
What did I just do?
stranger isn't nice to eat. After a couple mouthfuls, you move onwards,
Smoking is bad. You know you're right.
feeling interestingly better than before.
Ugh. I just like. Alrighty. Let's get into this one. Oh, hey! Hey, I managed it again. It saved me a little bit of walking. I can properly pet the buttercat for a second. Yeah. She's a good girl. Hi, sweetie. Nice. Let's grab some stuff.
The pup is a skinny
Oh,
thing,
that's a
but
very
its
skinny
eyes
doggy.
are bright, its fur is shiny, and its tail thumps the ground eagerly at your approach. It won't come at your call. Instead, looks around as if worried that acknowledging you would mean betraying another.
Move closer.
The dog isn't tied up or injured. Must be well trained to sit so patiently.
Aw.
With a noise between a huff and a bark, it bounces to its feet when a small boy comes into sight. The child is ill-dressed and dirty, and grinning like a fiend.
Lion, you're so good.
Where'd you get him?
Reckon he'd been left by a circus. Found him in a field with old ropes and pots and stuff, and a circusy looking flyer.
He pats Lion.
He's trained. I was thinking about finding a town, trying to earn some money showing his tricks, but I don't think he'd be happy.
I guess we're gonna
The
request a
boy
trick.
inflates with pride.
All right, he won't get shy as there's just us.
He turns to Lion and looks deep into the dog's eyes.
Lion, please will you find me a hat?
The dog scampers away. A hat?
Lion can fetch anything. He understands lots of words.
The boy shrugs.
Mainly he fetches stuff I can sell. It's a living. We never take anything important.
His expression is guilty, but not repentant.
I mean, clearly neither one of you are doing well, so good for you for figuring out a way to live.
The boy grins. Barking announces the return of Lion. He's got a fedora on his head. It's tilted rakishly. The dog scampers to its owner, who transfers the hat from Lion's head to his own.
Isn't he good? We'll get by. There's nothing we can't do together.
That's adorable. Boy with a circus dog. I'm hoping that's a hopeful story because that's sweet and adorable and I love it. Best boy, exactly. Let's try and grab this and then we'll meet our new friend.
Outside this
Oh!
restaurant, a middle-aged man in a suit and a full clown makeup is gobbling down a sandwich. 2 tracks of silent tears have carved furrows through his makeup.
Well, you know, I wanted an emperor story.
He gulps hard. Tears start up at the corner of his eyes again. I'm gonna work for a traveling show.
Farming in a circus?
No, that's the problem. He pulls you into a drunken, one-armed hug and whispers, he would only hire me as the manager of the clowns.
His eyes are wild and unfocused. And God, these tears are real.
I'm not good enough to perform, but they'll let me push paper.
Want you to make more money?
That's not the point.
He cries.
Run away with the circus, they say. Run away? I've got 3 kids. I
hell
can't
is
take
happening?
chances. I need real pay.
He seizes you by the collar.
Never agree to do something you hate.
He says,
If you get too good at it, you'll never do the things you love.
Oof. And I wish to be a clown, but was trapped as a manager. Oof. Oh, I need to actually go into LA. It's not long before you've seen every symbol of this cruel, beautiful place. Palm trees, the sea, oil wells nodding in the fields. Some sidewalks leak tar. Sun beats down, and this light, everyone's gorgeous. Explore.
in this plaza, jacaranda trees nestle among adobe structures. A man sits in the shade of the largest one, plucking notes on his guitar. Wind rustles their branches and stirs up
Okay, bye.
sounds of shouting, truncheons on flesh. An old woman fanning herself looks up at the noise.
I'm gonna talk to the woman.
When you ask her about the shouts, she sighs.
Voices from the riot. Police stormed the plaza, rounded up everyone in it, put them on a train to Mexico. Even people who were born here, like my brother. Intellectuals, socialists, and artists used to gather here.
Now, a branch scrapes at a freshly painted wall. A man shouts at another to run towards Bunker Hill.
Memories,
She finishes.
but those of us left, we don't forget. We're still here. History is a palimpsest. Voices linger, echoes that resonate when we listen.
Lingering voices of the repatriadas. Alright. Back to Ryder. I don't know why this song is such a bop for me, but it really is. Why Ryder? Okay. Whomst is this? Bertha! Where the 4 winds dwell. Hi, Bertha!
You been in California long? It's been a few years for me, but they
Hey!
still call me Okie.
Hell yeah! I was wondering, like, they've mentioned Okies a few different times. It's like, yes, let's have an Okie character. I want to talk to an Okie.
I came west when our farm stopped growing anything but a crop of dust.
Yep.
But when we got here, there were so many others here before us. Maybe you've got less need behind you.
About
I
that.
hope so, for your sake. Anyway, do you know any good sad stories?
Ooh, I got good sad
Anything
stories.
true and real?
Ooh, I got them. Let me tell you, I got them. There you go.
That false hope.
That's a
doesn't do it
hopeful
for me
one?
these days.
That's a hopeful one?
Sorrow always goes down hard.
Excuse me?
Worse when it's a bitter kind of sorrow. Back in Oklahoma, we saved and saved to put a wood floor in our house. But the first winter we had it, we ran out of money for fuel and we had to chop that floor and burn it.
Oof.
It felt so bad
I
losing
bet.
our floor. Much worse than when we never had one.
Ooh, that line, that got me. Ooh, that hurt something good.
Anyway, know any good hopeful stories to share? I could sure use one.
Got this one.
Thank you for sharing that one. I feel a little better now.
Oh, that is not going nowhere though.
Family's the people you have to share your food with. The ones you don't show to the door when supper is coming, no matter how little there is in the pot. I've had a hard day.
Hopeful story, hopeful story. Hopeful story. I can't remember if that's a hopeful one or not. Maybe this one? Maybe. Hey!
That's a good one.
Oh,
I'll try to
damn,
remember it when I'm out in the fields.
That popped that right on open.
I had trust. The way my mother raised me. Someone comes to your door, you give them a bite to eat and a place to sit down. Made me think the world was full of people who'd do that for you.
Yep.
But when the dust starts blowing off the ground, the hospitality goes away with it. I had to learn no one was gonna do that for me, and I couldn't afford to do it for them either.
Gotta go for dinner. Have a good rest of the stream. Might have to do next Sunday. No worries, darling. Have a good dinner, and thank you for showing up for at least for a little bit. But you have a good week too. Also, good luck with a new job.
I've had a hard day.
I don't got no more hopeful
You know any
stories. All out of hope. All out of nothing. Let's find out what this one is. I want to know what this one is.
Are you trying to spook me?
Oh, it's a scary
With
story.
that.
All right.
Love. It can be a luxury. When things get bad, everyone's working so hard just to eat. There's no time to even get to know anyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm looking for a good laugh.
Oh, here we go.
Do you know any funny stories?
Sure. Oh god, this one's funny apparently. Just for fun, just to be nice.
Oh, my sides hurt. Joy. Oh, when we first heard they were looking for workers in California. That was joy.
I bet.
We thought we'd get here and have our own home right away. And no dirt floor either.
Yep.
After we'd been here a while, my husband wanted to go back to Oklahoma. But I knew there was nothing for us there anymore. I said I wasn't going back there to starve to death. So he took the girls and went without me. And now, I'm going my own way. Down the road this way, actually, to the next job. On and on and on.
Ah, interesting. You're way the heck down there. Interesting.
What about you? Where are you going? What are you leaving behind?
Bertha, Dust Bowl refugee. I'm like weirdly excited that we're getting so many references to the Dust Bowl. Because it's always struck me, because like obviously growing up in Oklahoma, you learn about, like we literally had Oklahoma history. Like I don't know if that's a common thing in the States. But like for us, we actually had Oklahoma history. And like such a big part of it was about the Dust Bowl in a lot of ways. And like all this other stuff. No. Butters. Nope. No. Get out of there. Nutmeg is being spicy today. She was trying to, she really, if she has the opportunity, she likes to kind of get behind my tower for my desktop and like clog up the exhaust because she wants to be next to the warm. She knows she's not supposed to be back there. She's being spicy today.
A woman
Ah!
in feather boa leads you through a series of exhibits. Monkey heads sewn onto a fish. Rubber fetuses jarred in formaldehyde. A headless chicken corpse.
Lived without her head for months, but she never heard the car.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
You have fine taste, I can tell. No, not offended. Follow me.
She takes you past curtains into a small tent with no signs or ticket podium. Centered in the room, a veiled birdcage, domed and made of brass. Your host invites you forward.
Move the veil.
Inside the cage, a vampire bat hangs from a wooden perch. It squeaks at you. Then its other head, a little slower, also squeaks.
Laurel and Hardy.
Meet my beautiful baby boys, Laurel and Hardy.
Pleasure.
With introductions over, Laurel goes back to sleep. Or maybe that was Hardy. Whichever one is still awake watches you with beady eyes. The curator curls her knuckles in anticipation.
Go on then. Don't be shy. Give him a little scratch through the bars.
I mean, we don't have any reason to believe that she's mistreating them, so pet them.
Laurel and Hardy certainly share a fuzzy belly. They both squeak in appreciation of your affection. The curator beams.
I'm so proud. My big boys can drain a whole herd of cattle twice as quick.
I question that, but all right. Interesting. Can I go over these mountains? Oh, good. It's like, please don't make me walk around this nonsense. Yeah, okay. So, I probably want to grab this one and then go to this other road and follow it up. Oh, Highway 1.
Is Daddy still sleeping?
Oh, jeez.
The girl whines.
I'm bored.
The boys share a look.
Yeah, see, he was real tired.
They see you, and one boy pulls C away, saying,
I think I saw a lizard. Come on.
the remaining boy silently gestures for you to look in the car.
Oh, Dad's dead in the car.
A man in faded overalls is curled up over the back seats. He's not breathing,
Yeah, he did.
He's gone.
says the boy, tracing his foot in the dust.
I need help to get him out.
All right, gonna move the body, I guess.
Carefully lift the body out of the car.
Don't have nothing to dig a hole.
You settle for laying the body behind a boulder, which the boy marks with chalk.
We got family back east. I know how to drive. We got enough gas for another day, maybe?
I give him money.
Thank you. This will buy us enough gas to get us somewhere we can find help.
There you go.
He glances at the boulder, then hides his face from you.
I tell C, Dad went on ahead.
There you go. Children whose father died in the car. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a hopeful one or a sad one or even a scary one. I wonder if this is like the valley. Oh, hey, Tulsa. I just heard that.
They were dressed in white from toe to tip, pale horses trot low. And last among their number, a chilling sight to see. The 13th horse lay empty, with a saddle meant for me.
Alright, what's this story?
White rider.
The cops stopped a truck from the nearby army base.
Uh-oh.
The driver is furious. He yells, "Hey, get over here!" Shit. You approach, and he tries to give you a case of liquor.
Uh-oh.
"No way!" the cop shouts. "Have your little speed limit power trip!" The driver barks. "Major needs his booze now!"
Who? What?
"Run this half a mile down to the base. They'll give you something nice," orders the driver. "Ridiculous," the cop blusters. You imagine someone like yourself walking into an army base with a major's box of personal booze and are inclined to agree.
Sure, you know what?
When you approach the base gates, 3 kids in uniform scream at you.
Yeah.
It's not until the Major himself arrives that they accept your story.
Get your hands off my grandfather's whiskey.
He snaps, ripping the box from your arm. Nobody remembers to pay you.
Rude. Last minute delivery of his grandfather's whiskey. Okay. Hey, San Fran. Oh, we crossed the line. The differences. Something about that transition is just really funny to me. We've hit the Mason-Dixon line. I wonder if that is the Mason-Dixon line. Actually, hang on. Is that the Mason-Dixon line? Oh, I think it is. Oh, yeah. It totally is. Pretty much, yeah. Because the Mason-Dixon line runs right about here, I think. Yeah, it runs like right there. That's funny. That's really funny to me. So clearly, we have discovered like where the point at which music changes as entertaining. This is fun though. This is good music too. This soundtrack has been a bop. Wait, this is the White Rider, but in violins.
Fishing boat from its mooring.
You heading out to fish? Can rent you a boat if you like. The lake's well stocked, but
He isn't smiling anymore.
Yeah, no, we've heard this song already. Is this all like? Is it all just variations of the same song? That'd be funny as hell. Sorry, I'm distracted by the music.
there's a monster in the lake.
Hey!
Locals say it's the biggest trout ever to live. But they're wrong. It's not a fish. Something else. And I'm gonna be the one to catch it.
I'm a watch from the shore.
Someone passes a beer in your hand. Waves of chatter wash over you as you listen to the fisherman's stories.
Will's been chasing that fish for years now.
Man tells you.
I don't think he'll ever catch it. It's good fun to watch him try.
Eventually, the convivial chatter is broken by a huge splash. Willie floats in the middle of the lake, his boat upturned, his cap bobbing gently several feet away.
Almost had him that time.
He splutters through a mouthful of water.
Almost had him.
Man obsessed with a fish. I wonder if that's supposed to be a funny story. Surprised there's nobody camped out over here. There's these two new people we haven't talked to yet. God, that's a lot. Interesting. Ah, so we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people. So we got on a couple. We got Franklin and Fidelina are the only two that we've gotten to chapter 3. Interesting.
Timber! You hear the splintering crack of old growth breaking. A tall, broad man looms in the clearing. He casts a shadow almost as long as the trees. A handful of other men gaze at him with admiration. A slate-blue bull stands to the side, slowly chewing on a patch of
Paul
grass.
Bunyan!
God damn! Shouts the second largest
Hell
man.
yeah.
Scratches his beard.
Come on, stranger, give it a shot. Try your arm against old Paul here.
He gestures to an axe lying atop a jagged stump. A couple laughs flow through the crowd.
Chop.
You strike out at a reedy spruce. The axe thwacks into the trunk and roots there. You wrench it out and swing again. Your rhythm is shattered by wood splintering. Your opponent has just cut through 2 thick evergreens growing close together in one fluid movement.
I'm gonna keep chopping, I guess.
Thwack, thunk, thwack. The huge lumberjack is cutting a circle around you, barely stopping to let one tree fall before he strikes another. The bearded man shakes his head, watching with amusement. Another lumberjack claps him on the shoulder.
I'm trying to figure out if, because I'm assuming as long as I keep chopping, he'll keep going. But if I stop, he'll stop. And I'm trying to like, because I want to make this the Legend of Paul Bunyan. So like, how do I need to get him to keep going? Like, I'm getting him to keep going.
At last, your tree falls. The bearded man steps
There you go.
forward and shakes your hand. Don't feel bad. No one can match him. I'm not even sure he's human. He looks at the woodcutter, now scratching the ox's ears. You gave it your best. That counts for something.
Nice. Woodcutter with incredible strength. Yay, Paul Bunyan. Because I think that was one of the ones I was like, I want to do the Legends of Paul Bunyan. And since we've already seen Pecos Bill exists.
The creature looms in an evergreen clearing.
Hi, buddy.
Blood spattered around its maw. One enormous paw still buried in the flesh of the man sprawled beneath it. The grizzly spots you. Even at this distance, you can see its yellowed fangs. Slowly, deliberately, it begins to advance on you.
Climb a tree.
A knot in the trunk gives you a handhold, and you haul yourself up to the safety of the branches. The grizzly circles your tree several times, but makes no move to climb it. Eventually satisfied you pose no threat, it wanders off.
Climb down.
You are alone with the dead man. Beneath the terror of his final expression lurks surprise. The bear will return, or else the crows will take him. He belongs to the earth now. A branch snaps. Your pulse jumps. The forest does not want you here.
Clearly. The bear that preys on travelers. That seems like it was a thrilling one. What are you? Look like a little goblin.
The inn
Oh.
is the only respite
Hi, kitty.
from the rain outside. Enormous trees dwarf even the largest buildings and homes here, and the inn is no exception. But you find its interior as dark as the forest outside.
Look around.
No one is behind the bar. The quiet of the night is broken by the sound of glass crashing into the floor. A huge black tomcat, its coat taking on a moonlit sheen, laps experimentally at the high-proof hooch that it just spilled.
Approach the cat.
You try to lean over the cat to pet it, but something about the malevolent way he stares at you gives you pause. The beast pads into a darkened doorway, entering the back room of the inn.
I should leave and get a traveling story, but I wanna follow it.
You light a match to see by in the darkness, but you still nearly trip on her. A woman, presumably the landlady, her eyes gone glassy and foggy. And on her chest is that damned cat, snout to her face, sucking in the air from her dead lungs.
Cool. Landlady's cat. That's fine. San Fran. Huge crowds gather on the street corners as they wait for never-ending streams of automobiles and cable cars to rumble past. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge taking form against the horizon. Let's explore.
Your knees make a nasty cracking sound with every step. Wandering this infernal city of steep hills takes its toll. Just over the crest of one hill, you find a stopped truck. Yang Chow. Fresh fruit and vegetables. It's laden with colorful produce.
I will approach.
You know anything about engine?
Asks a man, obscured by the raised triangular hood of the truck.
A little bit.
You come around next to him. One glance tells you that there's nothing obviously wrong with the engine. But there's smoke coming from somewhere deep behind and beneath it. The gearbox, maybe.
Sorry, it's beyond me.
Ah, never mind.
He just slams down the hood of the truck. Wisps of smoke leaking out of it. He sits on the edge of the truck bed, and you get a good look at him. He's tall, well built. Fans himself with his Panama hat.
Sent my brother over to get a real mechanic, but
Yeah, this is starting to read a little bit like one of my gay romances. I'm a little
well, I can barely keep this running as it is. Wish I still had a farm.
He sighs theatrically, surprising himself with his own easy honesty.
Oh.
Sam Liang, landless, broke truck driver. Dad would have been proud.
What happened to the farm?
Well, it was my name on the deed. Had to be.
Uh,
But it was father who bought it.
He shrugs, eyes fixed on a horizon you can't see.
You already know what happened, don't you? Same thing that happens to everyone's farm.
he did not sell it. It was taken.
Had to.
Oh,
It was either the farm or the truck.
yeah.
I could keep growing them, or I could keep selling them.
Yep. That's rough. That is rough. Can I try and earn money? Let's look for work and see how this goes badly for me. You're waiting for the light to change outside a corner store when the cashier sticks his head out the window and shouts, "Hey, got some time? Wants a little cash?" Sure. He needs help moving cases of compressed pop fizz into the back room. We go through like 3 of these a week now, he explains. People in this town are absolutely fiends for soda. There's 3 soda jerks in this neighborhood alone and we're still making a killing. Wild. I can't stand this stuff though, he admits, and I'm not sure it's right. How do you mean? You ever read the ingredients? He asks. Curled my hair, no lie. And with that cryptic warning, he tosses you some coins and get back to selling soda. Alright, cool, man. Sounds good to me. Can I walk across the bridge? That'd be really cool. I don't think I'll be able to, but I really want to try. No! Rude. I figured as much. I'm just gonna have to walk around. But it would have been really cool. Alright. So now we got all this stuff to grab up. But I think this might be a good spot to stop, though. Just because. Look at all the interactions we still have. Oh lordy. Are these color coordinated? Huh. Because at some point I'm gonna have to start like traveling on the railroads pretty good. Interesting. Because my plan is I'm gonna basically go up the west coast and grab all these guys, and then I might work my way across the top, and then I'll just make another loop like that. Basically just keep circling. Because the thing is like, I can take all these stories here and tell these guys stories from the East Coast and then head to the East Coast and then tell all these guys stories from the West Coast. That way I can kind of change it up a little bit and keep things interesting. There's so many stories. Oh my lord. So many stories. So many people too, which I'm not opposed to. The people are fun. So. But I think that is where we are going to end it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been enjoying this game quite a bit. We will be continuing this next Sunday at the same time. currently linked in the chat are my YouTube channel and my Discord. I highly recommend that you check out both. I might not be doing stream next Friday, or if I do a stream next Friday, it might be on Thursday or Saturday, one of the two. Just because I might try and go to a Pride event next week. Speaking of Pride events, we're tentatively, the charity stream is going to be on the 29th, basically the last Saturday in June, which I know is late in the month, but I've just got a lot going on, and I'm trying to get it set up, and I at least have a vague plan for what games we want to do. So there's that at least. If you have any fun suggestions for like redemptions and rewards and all that stuff, please let me know. Because I don't know if I want to do the Dumplings again. We will be doing a much lower goal. Like last year, I think we got like 400, 500. This year, I'm thinking about setting the goal for like 200. So it'll be lower than last year's goal, but I'm also wanting to do a more low-key, just chill level of this sort of stuff. But we'll see. Like I said, let me know. I'm really struggling on rewarded redemptions, so please let me know if you have any ideas or thoughts. Or I might do, I don't know. We'll figure out something with that for it. But, yeah. But, do we have anyone to raid? I should raid somebody. I don't want to raid somebody, but I'm tired, but I should raid someone. I do not like the new mechanic for rating people on Twitch. Anyway, I don't care. We're going to stop it there. I'm going to start rambling. Thank you all so much for joining me. I always appreciate every little bit of love and support that you give me. I look forward to seeing you all in the future, but until next time, this has been Lunatic Vixen, advising you to stay crazy. Bye-bye.